In the mid 1980s, in a movie titled Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, there was this very deep conversation that happened where these two guys, Bill and Ted, were having a discussion about how are they going to get Eddie Van Halen to play guitar in their band. And they're like, well, how can we get Eddie Van Halen if we don't have an excellent video? And how can we get an excellent video if we don't even have good instruments? And how can we even get good instruments if we really don't even know how to play? And I'm sharing this very deep conversation because I experienced something very similar today. Had an idea for a video, and I'm like, well, this isn't actually the shirt that I would want to wear in a video, so maybe I should go change shirts. I've already showered, so I'm good on that level, although not a necessity because we can't smell through videos at this point. So solid, that's not even really a necessity. And my hair really doesn't look any better after a shower anyway. So I'm like, okay, shower, check. I should change my shirt. And then I realized, oh, I can hear the washer and the dryer in the background. Maybe I should pause them, or do I wait until they're done? And the reality is, a lot of times we have these great ideas and we're like, oh, I'm going to wait till it's this perfect time. And the energy to do this video may not exist after I wait for the washer and dryer to finish. So I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'll pause them, but maybe I'll just do them. And then I'm like, well, most of what I own is still snowed into Wyoming. The roads are closed again today on this Saturday. And so a lot of my furniture is gone. And so my background looks like this. And so we have this desire to like hide the things in our life that aren't working well, that don't look polished enough. And I think it's hilarious. I got these uplights I've bought and I'm experimenting with. And I'm like, I'm going to put the uplight in this video because it's kind of like polishing a turd, right? Like it's still a turd. So still not the background that I think my best client wants to see behind me. And it doesn't evoke professionalism, but it's the reality of my life right now. And I'm living through it. I'm seeing patients through it. I'm coaching clients through it. I'm obviously still doing videos through it. And when I was thinking about all this, it kind of spirals into like, oh, I'm going to fake this and do this and change this shirt and shut off that background noise. And I'm going to get a fake background behind me because my life doesn't have the type of backgrounds that I've been used to using in the last few years. And so I'm thinking about all this, and I was reminded of my teacher's teacher, Angeles Arian, speaks about the four addictions. And the one I'm going to share today is the addiction to perfection. Right? And we're like, oh, I'm gonna wait till things are perfect and then I'm gonna do it. And it's like, yeah, most of what we need is already within us. And most people don't actually care. You know, the times where I've had, somebody say like, oh, I don't care for that photo. And I'm like, that's the photo of you that I really love the most because it captures your essence. It's not perfection, it's honesty and truth and vibrancy and energy and fun and play. And you think about these four areas of life that are important for most people. So if we start with like fitness, that's a big one. And I think that's a driver for most things. If you're out of shape, the rest of life is less bueno, right? And so people are like, oh, well, I need to hire a trainer and I got to order all this food. And it's like, why don't you throw out all the garbage? That's free. All the garbage food, I mean. It doesn't cost you any money to get rid of that or donate it to a shelter. And what if you do the thing you already know how to do every day this month, right? Go to the gym, fool around, or go on a 30-minute walk if that's your growth edge. Like, do the thing you already know how to do to get into momentum and not put this excuse of perfection or needing to hire a professional get in your way. And the same thing happens in relationship. We know the things that our partner wants. We know the areas we can show up better. We know usually it's a really little thing. It might be cleaning the kitchen or it doesn't even have to be purchasing something like flowers, like saying the thing, doing the thing, leaning into those five love languages. In our business, like, well, I don't know what to do. Like, do 100 outreaches a day, do 10 outreaches a day over the course of the next year. And that's, 3,500 outreaches, your business will grow, right? And even our connection with the divine, it's like, well, church happens too early on Sunday. No, like, or there's only one sweat lodge a month or whatever your thing is. Like, yeah, pick up a book, read it, journal, go for a walk in nature, talk to somebody else who has a similar belief system about that thing that you're both wanting to get closer to. It's not difficult. Let go of the addiction of perfection. Dive in.